It is a city that traditionally gets much less snow than its Buckeye State rival up in Cleveland, but we are under a thick blanket of the white stuff here at Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys...
Come on, set. 36. Hey, come on. 36.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Check 37. Check 37.
Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly for 6. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that makes the score 7-0. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Back 25. Max 5-4. Hey, watch the lane.
Take 4. Take 4.
Alert flare. Alert flare. Flare. 25.
This is Joe Mixon, 4th in the NFL in rushing last season. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
Alert 3. Alert 3.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Hey, White. 57. Mike, 57. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go.
From the shotgun, Ryan. He's got a man, and that's Alex Erickson. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down.
14 more yards.
They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in with in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
Well, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. John Ross, his 17th touchdown now on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Bullet good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Haskins gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down. Wide receiver was a big need for the Patriots coming into the season, and they found something they really liked in N'Keal Harry. They took the 21-year-old with a final pick in the first round, and it's actually kind of interesting. Since 2000, the Patriots were the only team to not draft a receiver in the first round until nabbing Harry just before the order rolled over to round 2. But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Sua Cravens with a pick. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. They brought the house that time on a young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
He got 29 yards that time.
First down.
Check.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Ryan. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase him.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
54. Hey, defense, let's go.
Mixon trying to punch it in, and he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that makes the score 14-7. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. They'll run with Michel. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Back at the 40-yard line.
Woo! Let's get it.
On second down, Michel. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts us down to a third and about 5.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Showing it.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Bengals 14, Patriots 7.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Carlos Dunlap make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Stephen Gostkowski for the Patriots field goal. A 58-yard
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And there is nothing easy about being a kicker on a day like this.
Yeah, I tell you, not only is the footing tough in the snow, but kicking that ball is like kicking a rock. Very difficult to get any sort of feel on your kicks.
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Come on.
At the 46-yard line.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Now Joe Mixon, and an alley to run. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Wide, get wide. Hatchet. Check.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
That's good.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Check nickel.
Check. Let him go.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
It's caught at the 10. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
It's a gain of
A big pickup of 38.
complete to John Ross.
Here's a run with Mixon. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Bullock good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
They go play action now. Haskins. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. And he's got Sanu.
The 3rd down pass.
Mohamed Sanu is a guy that is often overlooked because he just quietly goes about his business. But how about last season? Had a career-high 838 yards on 66 catches, and he can also play wildcat quarterback for you as well.
The 20, dashing through the snow, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year, as his guys are back within a single score. Gostkowski the extra point. And getting our first update now from Nashville. And it's the Titans who are off to the early lead in that ball game. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well.
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. John Simon in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Going deep downfield for Ross. It got his man complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. John Ross, 85 yards. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead now up to 14. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Looking to throw, Haskins. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. DJ Reader able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
That's right. That's right. That's what I'm talking about. Boom, boom.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And an alley to run. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fielded at the 20. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. Down the numbers. There he goes. 30, 20, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Bullock good on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the line.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carlos Dunlap in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Stephen Gostkowski to kick off for New England.
Not too many breaks ahead, according to the radar. More snow on the horizon as we are back underway in half number 2. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go!
The
Let's go!
Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And it's 3rd down.
After that throw, and it was definitely one that he would love to have back, I wonder what's going through his head. I wonder what kind of mind game he's playing with himself to get himself back on track. Because a lot of guys, that's what they do. They have
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. John Simon. He's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. And I don't think Edelman will be able to get to this one. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
30-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 34. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Sony Michel with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Patriots get a score closer. Extra point good by Gostkowski, and that will get him one closer.
Bengals 35, Patriots 21. Stephen Gostkowski to kick off for New England.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That's complete. Bernard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 47.
They'll run on first down. Nixon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Dante Hightower on the stop.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Check.
Again, it's Mixon.
Check.
Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
I got you, punk. Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20.
On third down, Ryan. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down. Huge article in their local paper this morning saying how the 4 interceptions last week led them to that victory. Here they haven't been able to come up with one, and they're losing. Probably not a coincidence.
I don't think so at all. I think you're spot on, but maybe they put a little extra pressure on themselves because the 4 interceptions last week, victory. Right now, no interceptions in this game. Had a chance for one, missed it, and they're losing. Probably feeling the pressure right now.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Haskins on first down. He's got a man complete. It's Julian Edelman. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 49-yard line.
From just shy of midfield, Haskins going deep for Walker. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line.
At their own 11-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down, gain of 12.
The Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, it's Ryan. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots.
Now that's a takeaway.
Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard
Good work,
line.
boys. Let's go.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground.
Switch.
And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
That's a gain of 3.
It's coming again.
It's 3rd and 1.
On 3rd and 1, Ryan eluding the pressure right. He finds his running back, Mixon. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. I'll tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it. So it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Bernard. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
The 38-yard line.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Under 10, 10. Check 3, check 3.
From the gun to give to Mixon. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situations. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
Again, it's Mixon. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They don't go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce it, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse.
8 ounce is good.
All right, just checking.
Patriots take over 1st and 10.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's there got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carlos Dunlap in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Von Bell, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half the second fast.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, 45 yards. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Now Bullock to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Makes the score Bengals 45, Patriots 28.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And it's Michel once again. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Ready? 60 yards. 59. I got you. I got you. Hey, look.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Cincinnati, they continue to roll as the win gets them to 12-2 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for New England, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.